space is open to us now. We go into space.
I've been holding my action. It's time to go.
Welcome to Up and Away, Volume 3. That is our Dungeons & Dragons game. And if you like Dungeons... What? What, Dan? Why are you laughing?
I'm just looking at the screen.
You know, they can't see. Anybody who's watching cannot see the screen because we're not there yet. You're laughing.
They will.
You're
They will
laughing
in a
at
minute.
something that hasn't happened yet.
Oh, I know. Oh, it's gonna happen.
Anyway, if you like chaos and Dungeons & Dragons content, hit like, subscribe. We're the Dix in the Dark. I'm DM Steve. That is my brother, Dungeon Dan. Totally screwing up my intro. And then we got Cameron. We got Garrett. He's in a meeting currently, so not talking. Jay is over here, trolling as usual, and of course Harrison.
Oh,
And we're playing Dungeons & Dragons.
we certainly are.
And without further ado, we'll get over there so that everybody can see what. Oh no! It's further added too.
Yeah.
So even though he's not with us vocally, or he's still with us in spirit, adding to the stream with some artwork that'll make sure that this particular stream never gets monetized ever.
Yep. Pretty much.
But I don't think that was ever a danger anyway.
Well, if he can hear us, he could probably still roll the vibe.
That's what I was just about to say. So I don't know. If you're out there in the ether, Garrett, and you want to roll us a vibe, that'd be great. Oh no. Of course.
Yeah.
Everything, he's quick with the drawing. But no,
Yep.
we'll get a vibe eventually. I'm sure we will. But I guess we should recap. So, what did we do last time, guys? Last time on Up and Away, Volume 3, the party made it down to the planet of Exile. And, and they were in the town of, what, Palebank?
Yep, Palebank.
Hello.
Hello.
Welcome. You may be the wrong mic.
Again?
Yeah, I think you are.
Discord. Okay, I'll fix it.
The town of Palebank met the locals in the Broken Bottle. Got this fancy map that's now all doodled all over. And headed off to G3 Saloon, which they hope is, of course, the Genger III. And Dragon Mountain, which houses some elves that, maybe can help out with a ritual, or at least can lend their mountain. Hopefully don't want to kill you guys or anything crazy like that. You don't know. You haven't met them yet. But you're on your way. You've made it, let's see. There's, there was right here where this flame, right where the dragon's neck is here. That's roughly about where you are.
Yeah. Didn't we fight a biker gang last week?
Yes, you did. You fought some road warriors last week. There were 4 of them.
Multiple genders.
There was a lady that blew up real early. there was a fantastic combination of entangle and darkness globe or darkness some
Yeah,
15-foot
sphere of
radius or
darkness.
whatever, sphere of darkness, one of those that that should have probably taken more of them out. Really only took the lady out. She had something on her that just absolutely made her explode, and unfortunately it made her gas cycle useless. But after you took out the other three, you were able to recover their cycles. And actually, if you look in your journal, you should see the handout gas cycle,
Shit.
which I guess pertains to who got a bike?
Solus,
Solus.
Drake, and Mary.
That's right.
Yeah.
So
Ah, there it
there
is.
we've got
Okay.
the gas cycle, and it actually has some statistics on it here. So
Oh, cool.
for those of you who are on a bike, that's how you know what is what.
Cool.
So there's the rest of the party is in a Jeep. You three are on bikes, and when last we were together, you had gotten right to that fork. Actually,
Yeah, I think we encountered some guy in a cage.
that's
Yeah,
right. That's right. I forgot the prisoner. So there was also a prisoner hanging in a cage.
I'm sure we did not let him go, did we?
No, we did.
We did.
We
Just
let
gonna
him
say,
go
didn't you let him
because
go?
Mary healed. Mary gave him 3 points of healing, and then I think somebody broke the cage. Somebody actually. I think
Oh,
it was
that's
actually
right. I broke
Solus
the cage.
actually.
Yeah, I couldn't
Okay.
remember what he was being punished for. I thought it
I'm
was
gonna
like some
try
stuff.
and I think I can do it. Okay. Oh yeah. I can. Okay. I'm gonna preserve it, but I'm gonna do that right there. There we go. That way the part of the map that we need is at least clear here.
Very
That way we
fitting
can see.
spot to
Yeah,
move it to.
yeah. Let's just take and let's just take and center that thing in the middle of the map. Let's just do.
Hope we don't have to go to Bone Rock Ruins. Am I right?
I mean, it totally works. So yeah, the party is right here. Right on the road to Greed Hollow, or of course G3 Saloon right up there. And then not too much farther. Well, I guess maybe a little bit farther is Grumsveld Core at the foot of the mountain. It is the only civilization, or the only town anyway, listed for the Forest Mountain area. So yeah, you've just helped the traveler, and you're here. And of course, you have Marfin, who is driving the Jeep. Don't forget about Marfin.
Yeah.
Marvin.
We need that. We actually need that vibe now.
Ah,
Oh,
yes, the vibe.
We need the vibe now. Now that he's here,
Finery.
I have a feeling.
9. Hey, that's pretty good.
Ooh,
Oh my God!
hell yeah.
Does that represent the hermaphroditic dragon?
Wait, what?
What?
I don't know.
Oh, is it? Oh, why?
Yeah, that's why I asked.
Yeah, maybe. I don't know.
He needs a.
Anyway, okay. So, what are you guys doing?
dragon.
Not looking at the map anymore. That's what I'm doing.
Yeah,
I
yeah,
don't
yeah,
know.
yeah.
We need a sister channel.
Are we at? I
So
don't know what
so
that
that
means.
just
Yeah, I don't know what that means either, but anyway, what are you guys doing?
Are we at the G3 Saloon yet? Or
No.
are we
No,
more?
no, you're right here at
I cannot remember. Once we freed the guy, did we continue on, or are we still standing there with him? I can't remember.
I feel like we started on our way again.
Is that what
and
you
that's
guys
why.
did? Did you just kind of start on your way?
I can't remember what else we would want to be doing.
I don't know. The last thing I remember is you guys being there at the fork and helping the guy. So I'm assuming you're just continuing on after you help the guy then.
Yeah, that's probably safe to say. Continue on.
Okay.
Passes.
All right. Is your mic talk again, Garrett?
Yeah, I don't
Hello.
think you fixed your mic problem, Garrett.
Yeah, I don't
Did I
think
really
you
not
fixed
fix
your
it?
mic.
Wow.
No. I think it
I
actually
finished
made
it.
it work. Whatever you did actually made it work.
Yeah, it's definitely not
Hmm.
great.
You have an echo now. You sound like
We
like
had
you're
a
in a
crazy
very
echo
very
before.
Yeah,
empty
it's
room.
both were not good. Not the right thing anyway. He's definitely
Interesting.
not using the right mic for sure. That meeting messed everything up.
Did.
All right, well, whatever. You'll fix it, I guess, or you won't. Doesn't matter. Anyway, so you're going along, and
Moving right along.
Let's see.
you estimate that if the map is roughly to scale, you estimate that if you keep going around the same speed, that you'll be at the G3 Saloon in about an hour. Again, according to the map. You're going along and driving in the Jeep, and Solus. Oh,
Guthix cast predict weather.
okay. Gothic's sitting in the Jeep. Gothix casts predict weather. Let's see. Accurate weather. The next 12 hours. Okay. Okay. So in this area, Guthix is he's predicting that things are gonna be about the same. Right now, the temperature is it's not too hot. It's maybe around 60 degrees. So it's pretty comfortable traveling weather, and it's somewhat damp at the moment, and it seems like it may like fog or mist or light rain, like a light precipitation, but into the night within the next like 6 hours or so.
And
Okay.
the road is
Like into
dirt.
the
The road is dirt, right?
The road is dirt, correct.
Okay.
And then on the side of the road, like there's kind of like field, brush, grass, plains, occasional trees. So that's the landscape. But the vegetation is somewhat alien. It's got like a lot of the vegetation has like a purplish hue to it. And so or the soil, sorry, has like a purplish hue to it. A lot of the soil looks, I don't know, it almost looks purple or like bluish. So you're driving along, and Solus kind of like has a little bit of a ping, like as he's driving, kind of like a, what the hell is that? He like feels kind of like an ominous heaviness from above.
Did you say a ping?
Yeah, almost like a feeling. He gets like a prickle on the back of his neck.
Oh,
Like
okay, that kind of thing.
yeah. So, sorry,
was gonna-
yeah, like a ping, like a server ping. You know,
I was
into his-
thinking like I was getting a call or something.
Mhm.
Solus is gonna look up.
So Solus looks up, and he kind of has to squint his eyes because of the sun, but when he looks up, he thinks he sees high in the sky 3 flying things, kind of silhouettes. They look just, I mean, they're really far up there, but they have to be huge. He thinks he sees some dragons.
Okay. I'm going to tell everybody else.
So you're on the bike, so you kind of have to yell. What do you yell?
Hey guys! Dragons above!
Huh? Drake's looking up. When he looks up, his bike kind of wiggles a little bit, and he's like, "Oh shit!" Marfin's like, hey, nothing. Don't worry about them. They're really high up." He's driving the Jeep.
As
But
long as they stay that.
everybody that kind of looks up and gets a good look at him kind of gets a little bit of a shudder. Like you get like an involuntary like like a weird, even though they're really far away. It's I don't know. It's not quite like anything you've ever experienced before, so it's pretty unnerving. But you're able to kind of continue on, and eventually they fly out of sight. They're gone. You travel for about a half hour, and then you start to hear uh, what sounds like a high pitched engine, like a
From behind or in front of us?
make make an intelligence check.
Yeah.
From behind you.
Does my bike have side view mirrors?
Um, does the bike have side view mirrors? No, it does not. I didn't think it did.
She's gonna take a quick look behind her.
She's like, she takes a quick look behind, and in the distance, you think you see a lone rider. They're on a bike, but the bike it's making like a really high pitched sound. And they're pretty far back at this point. But it seems like they're gaining on you.
So she's gonna pull up to the side of the Jeep. She's gonna like accelerate up to the Jeep.
Mhm.
We've got company behind us.
Oh, again.
It's only one guy. It couldn't be that big of a deal.
This
The
this one guy does a total party wipe. Just
It's an absolute beast.
it's a blue dragon on a motorcycle. So
The dragon pulls up on a motorcycle. He looks like the dragon on our map.
oh god.
I'm terrified.
the
Actually, I thought that was the barkeep from.
the noise gets louder and louder until the rider is finally upon you, and you're like, if now that they're close, anybody that's just sitting in the Jeep, because there's a couple people, the back of the Jeep, it's easy to kind of turn around. You look back, it looks like a bike, but it looks like it has three little riders on it, and it's putting out all kinds of you're not sure if it's like smoke or it may be steam, and the bike is like kind of thick. It's going really fast, and
God.
it finally gets up to you, and they just look like they're just gonna overtake you.
Do they seem
And
like they're trying to threaten us or anything, or are they just trying to pass us?
no, there's no threat or anything. They're just going really fast.
Okay.
And
So yeah,
so
Barry's gonna kind of move.
Marfin like
Yeah,
realizes
over to
that
the
the guy's just coming through, and he kind of, hang on. It's pretty bumpy in the Jeep. What about the three cyclists? Drake is
Yeah, Mary's gonna move to the side too.
yeah, Drake's gonna move to the side, and what about Solus?
Solus will do the same. As they pass, he's gonna kind of glance over and watch them to see maybe more detail about what they are, what they look like.
You when the three pass, I mean, they zoom by, but they're on this like crazy looking cycle. Actually, it's not even really a cycle because it has three wheels instead of two.
They got the slingshot.
It's a tricycle.
No, they're three wheels in line.
Oh, what the hell?
Oh,
They're three
interesting.
wheels in line, and then there's like three little guys over top of each wheel. By their size,
They're gnomes.
they have to be gnomes. They have to be. And when they pass you, you realize that what's the cloud is not smoke, it's steam.
Vape.
These are
Yeah. And
steampunk gnomes.
and they've like you're going like a good like 60 miles per hour roughly, 50 60 miles and they just zoom past you and like leave you in this cloud of actually kind of sweet smelling just vapor.
Oh my god. It is vape.
Biodiesel. Biopunk.
Is it mango flavored?
Yeah,
They're not out
mango
loud.
flavored. Yeah.
Malt's not
Exactly.
coconut flavor.
Mm.
Oh, jeez. Oh, jeez. Our cycle runs on juice. Anyway, so they
Well.
zoom past you, and before long they're out of sight. But before long, what does come into sight? Because
It's that giant ass dragon that's on screen.
yeah, yeah.
I
No,
mean, you can see that
he's all
from
the way.
anywhere on the map.
Yeah, you can see that from anywhere, but you gotta be looking really far to the west to see that. That's like, that's a
Yeah.
long way away. But once you get to this little bend up here, the the road from here to here is actually mostly kind of downhill. So from pretty far of a distance, you can see it. You can see this. It's like almost like a little speck, but it looks like a little green speck, like kind of down in the valley.
Wait a minute. On the map, is it long and thin on the map? Did you actually put it there?
Hmm?
Is it actually on the map? A long, thin thing that you put on the map?
There is a
D3?
yeah. I mean, if you zoom in, there is a
Right there. Yeah.
yes. There is a there's a little long thing. Yes, yeah. There is a little marker on the map.
Yeah, I had to zoom in because I just couldn't look at that anymore.
Yeah. Here you go.
Yeah.
But yes, it there is a little marker there on the map, and you guys, let's see. So you can see it. The Marfin says, I reckon that's maybe be there in about 15 minutes.
Cool. Solus is now that we've kind of hit this downhill segment,
Mm-hmm.
Solus is having a good time. He's really enjoying riding this like strange vehicle.
Mm-hmm.
And he's feeling it. And he kind of wants to like play around and have fun while he's going downhill and maybe pop a wheelie or something. So
Oh my goodness.
Oh god.
maybe
Oh
like an
god.
acrobatics roll.
Yeah, let's no,
No, I can tell you
Yeah,
from actually
that's
popping a wheelie, that's a dex check.
well, that's going to be a piloting check really, because that's kind of what all the vehicles are kind of going under piloting. So if he has piloting, I would go ahead and
What did because I realize that we changed on my skill list. I still have it as airmanship, but I'm pretty sure we changed it recently to like a general just like piloting skill.
yeah,
What
that's
is
true.
what is that based on?
Dex.
I have both.
Dex.
I have both. I have airmanship under intelligence and then piloting airship under dex.
Piloting.
Somehow I have two.
It
I
was
have both of
originally an int skill. For me
Oh,
as well.
yeah. No, see the
Unless it is a
airmanship,
different skill.
yeah, the airmanship is a different skill, but Solus should have piloting because he trained with Mike and Rumby
Okay.
and plus he drove that
He did do a lot of the driving of the race.
driving, yeah. So
Okay.
he has a should have a good knowledge.
Ooh, it's tough.
Oh
But
my goodness. All right. So Solus is Solus is he's messing around, kind of like popping some wheelies and just like doing some general nonsense. He has a few close calls where he's like almost loses it.
mhm.
One time he almost like runs off into Mary and like causes her to like give kind of a yelp for a second as she thinks she's gonna get clobbered by this other bike, but it doesn't quite. He like swerves out of the way in the last minute, and
Sorry.
and Marfin goes, "He's a crazy bastard." When when Solus starts doing that, you know,
Drake.
not to be outdone,
Oh yeah, Drake's got to
because
join in.
Drake Tungsten also, in fact, on a bike. So he
God
is
damn it.
Drake he's like, okay, baby, I'm doing it. He just goes wild, and let's see.
Oh
Yeah,
no,
he goes
Drake!
wild.
Drake, no!
Drake dies. Drake dies on the motorcycle.
So
Game over.
Drake's like, Solus, watch this,
Oh no.
and he like pops the wheelie on the bike. He's like riding the wheelie. Solus is also like popping wheelies and stuff. Drake's trying to ride this wheelie, and then he tries to pop this really big one, and he hits a rock. And let's see, oof, the whole bike, he like flips backwards, and the bike just lands directly on top of him.
Ooh.
And
When
he's
that
like,
happens, I'm definitely gonna slow down to a stop and maybe
he's
cycle
like,
back for him.
and like you after the initial like from Drake, you don't hear him anymore. I mean, the bike is the wheels spinning on top of him, and it's just laying on top of him, and he's just like, Solus stops.
Drake, you all right there,
Yeah,
buddy?
Mary's gonna stop too.
The
Think you caught a rock?
did it look cool?
Oh yeah, it looked
No,
cool.
no,
Mary,
it did not look cool.
You
looked cool to me, buddy.
Do
you
you need help?
yeah, he actually he looks like he kind of hurt himself. He's playing it off, but he definitely looks like he hurt himself. Like he's like holding his like rib. He's like, I'll be fine. Everything's okay.
See if I can do any medical examination. Maybe.
Oh,
assist him
damn.
with them.
Oh yeah. So Solus is like
No, here.
realizes.
Stretch out real quick. Let me get a look here.
Yeah. So Solus he realizes the problem, and he does some Mr. Miyagi type stuff.
Snaps his rib back into place. Oh, there
Yeah,
you go.
and he kind of like he pops his shoulder back into place, and
Did Jeep stop or did they just keep going? Did they just not care?
nah, the Jeep did stop. The Jeep kind of
Okay.
like slowed down and is kind of just waiting at this point. All right, yeah. So Solus was able to give him a few hit points back, and now Drake is he's like, you can still tell he's still hurt, but he's insisting that he's okay. And he's like, oh, I just want to make sure the bike's good. The bike.
Yeah, how is the bike? Still operative?
So
Well,
you
the
look
bike
around.
landed on him, so the bike's
Yeah,
probably not hurt.
the bike. Yeah, the bike actually landed on him, and the bike is just perfect.
Oh.
So he took the brunt of all of that. So he's like, oh, all right. So he gets back on the bike. He kind of dusts himself off, and he's like, sorry about that, guys. Won't do that again.
That's all right, Drake. We'll work on our biking at some point and make it real cool.
Wear your helmet, kids.
Real cool.
Wear your helmets.
Yeah, exactly. I don't think does anybody have on any helmets? There were the
Not
guys.
unless
So Mary has
Oh, that's right.
has
She's
always
got
the
had
goggles.
an armored skull cap
Okay,
Oh,
she
that's
does.
right,
Okay.
yeah.
that
And she
she's
got
had for like
goggles.
for a long time. So she
Right,
has
right,
that
right,
and
right.
goggles and the duster and all that.
All right. So once Drake dusts himself off, and you start to head back down the road towards what you believe to be the Genger III, as it comes into closer view, as you get closer and closer to it, it's it it looks like it could be. It literally looks like
Is 3 a
just this.
leg?
3 is an arm.
Okay.
It literally just looks like this thing, this spaceship, just sitting in the middle of the desert.
Of the prairie.
What's its condition?
Or not the
Like,
prairie, yeah, the desert, not the desert, the prairie. Sorry, what?
does it look like super worn and old, or does it look still in good condition?
You think from this distance, it looks like it's still in pretty good condition. And You know what I did not do? Dumb. Is that I did not upload the image that I wanted you guys to see.
Whoops.
Roll 20, yeah, so.
Bum, bum, bum.
Right? Well, because I had this all planned a while ago.
The speed at which you move is crazy.
Speed at which I move is crazy.
Or roll d20.
Crazy slow.
We are sitting in suspense.
You are.
No, we're not.
Not really.
You
Nobody.
It's
No, nobody's.
not actually the
There,
G3.
we have two
wait
people.
for
We
our
have
whole
two
time.
people. We have two people watching. Nobody's sitting in suspense right now.
I
And,
mean,
I'm in
and the two
suspense.
people are us.
Probably so.
yeah. They you don't know that. They might be. Oh, what is going on with roll 20? Stop. It's being well, you know how it be.
No, how it be? Tell us how it be.
How it be? How it be?
It'd be dumb. Let's see. 1, 2, 3.
It be. Ah, bye.
I don't
All
think
right.
it'd be like it do.
That's true. It does be like it do. It do
What
like
did the
it
dick?
be.
What did the dicks in the dark do when they're trying to stall, waiting for the DM?
I don't
We
know.
talk nonsense. We talk nonsense.
We talk bullshit.
we,
All
we
right.
draw. We draw green dragons with big dicks and titties.
Here we go. All right.
I
So
think
you
that's one of
start.
our best arts personally I've ever seen.
Oh yeah, that's a sweet one, Ro. I'm telling you, man. No. So you begin.
We need to make a calendar, like you know,
God. Oh my
and,
God.
and have
An art
like
board.
screenshots like that as a month.
This calendar.
Yeah, and we could sell it. Like put it on our
Yeah. Well,
executive
so
page.
many people
That's
would buy that.
yeah. That's our OnlyFans. No, Jay. I'll tell you what. You just gave me an idea. Well, if we hit 100 by the end of the year, I'll go through all this shit and I'll find 12 different items and I'll make a goddamn calendar.
Oh my goodness.
I would say we could like sell like calendars and T-shirts and like we need an official Dix in the Dark dildo.
Would you wear a T-shirt with that on it?
Maybe.
Hell yeah.
Yes,
I'd-
I'm talking to you, Jay. Would
Hell
you?
yeah.
Would you wear a T-shirt with that on it
In Cumberland?
anywhere?
Probably not. Would you?
Well, no, you're the one who said T-shirt.
Well, I wouldn't do it. I'm sure someone would do it. I mean, I wouldn't. Not around here, because around here, some guy would just like some like you know who like some type of like special guy would be like give you like the eye and like come over and like throw his beer can at you or something.
Or give you
Huh.
the eye and throw something else at you.
Yeah, exactly.
All right. So anyway, you're driving down the hill. It's starting to come into view, and finally, you can see it clearer.
I can see clearly now. The Genger 3.
Yeah, here we go. That's a little
What
bit
the
better.
hell? It's missing its tip. The tip is not a. You didn't. You.
No. That's the attachment portion right there.
No. I'm
That's
talking
the
about
tip.
the other side. The other side. The very last little tip is not in the picture.
Yeah.
Oh,
Did you need the tip for some reason, Dan?
for
Was
the
the
arm.
tip important to you?
You always
No.
need just the tip.
It's the tip is probably the most important part. Come on now.
Yeah, I guess you're right. I guess you're right.
The tip is what guides it.
True. You're right.
So
That's fair. That's fair.
Yeah.
You're
Mhm.
right. All right.
So, Drake, does that look like it?
Holy smokes. Well, if that ain't it, it's a damn good replica.
Is it? Let me ask you this. So since we've watched the show, we're all familiar with it. Is
Mhm.
that what color it is actually supposed to be?
It's maybe a little. I mean, you've seen not just the show, but you've seen pictures of the actual thing and video of the
Mhm.
actual thing. I mean, it's not like it's not, there's
Yeah.
not tons and tons of pictures of it.
I haven't seen videos of your actual thing. Or
Oh, you
pictures of your
will.
actual
Oh
That's
You
because
boy.
you're not
will.
subscribed to
Only
Patreon, Jay.
subscribe to the Patreon, and that's where that comes in. No,
Yeah.
it's clearly a little
thing.
faded. It's clearly there's some
But it was all
environmental.
it was always green is what I'm asking.
Oh
Like
yeah, 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 yeah.
somebody didn't paint it is what I'm saying.
No,
Like
no. The
okay,
Ganger
okay,
3 is the green one.
okay.
In the same
Gotcha.
way that Drake's Ganger 2 is red, so the right
Gotcha.
arm is red, the left arm is green.
Mhm.
It actually has the same basic color scheme as the Lion Voltron for the colors. So if you want to
Gotcha.
imagine that,
Okay.
like, so the center is kind
Gotcha.
of black and
Mhm.
white. Like, I mean, you've
Yeah.
seen
And then,
Ganger
Mhm.
1, you kind of know
wait,
what
Yeah,
it
yeah,
looks
wasn't
like.
the legs were like yellow and blue?
So the legs are yellow and blue, correct?
Okay. Okay.
Yeah, yeah. So Rube's leg was yellow, of course,
Ha.
and
Ha. Ha.
and yeah, and then the princess had the blue leg.
So, okay.
Wasn't there like it further on, or what was it that like had like the pink lion? Was that like a version that was different or something? Is that
There is no pink lion. I don't know what the hell you're talking about.
That's dude, that's Power Rangers.
Yeah, that's probably some Power
yeah,
Rangers thing or something. I don't
yeah,
know. That's
yeah,
not
Power Rangers.
That's Power Rangers.
And
There
there's
was
no
The thing.
pink Ganger either,
no,
just in
but
case you're
but
wondering.
what was like the rip off Voltron?
Dude, I have no idea.
There was a rip off
There was like
Voltron. It wasn't Voltron though. It was like another one.
There was like some Power Rangers
It was
thing
Go
that was.
Lion. Well, that's the original one. Was Go Lion, and Voltron was the rip off of Go Lion, right?
no
It's not
Voltron is Go
really a
Lion.
rip-off, it's just the translation. But
Yeah.
anyway, you see what appears to be the Ganger 3 coming up
Yippee.
right in front of you. And it's just kind of, again, just sitting there in the prairie. And as you come down, you it kind of levels off as you're getting closer. You're, maybe about uh maybe about a quarter mile from it, it levels off to become kind of straight. And then it looks like after the Ganger 3, or what appears to be the Ganger 3, it begins to get hilly again and goes off towards the mountains. Uh, Marfin kind of slows down a bit. And he's like, so you know these guys, or what's the plan? There gonna be a shootout or anything? And he's kind of slows down, and I don't know if the cycles slow down as well, but you see the Jeep really starts to slow down.
Yeah,
Mary's trying to keep with the Jeep, so whatever the Jeep does, Mary does.
Yeah, Drake is kind of playing it safe at this point too.
well, you probably know more than we do. I mean, we're not from the area. We're just sightseeing.
I always drive past because of the rumors.
What, that there's some shady folk here?
Well, it's supposed to be a rough place. I've dropped people off here before. I never picked anybody up.
Hmm. Well, if they were as strong as we are, then we would have right for concern. But as you saw, we easily took care of those bikers. I feel like we could probably handle ourselves. But if you wish to stay here at a distance, I'm sure that's fine.
Well,
What does everyone else think?
I guess I can get you a little closer. I can take you up to the door. It doesn't seem like anybody's well, it doesn't seem like anybody's outside anyway. I don't I don't think. And so Marfin he decides, all right, he'll he'll come down a little bit closer, but he's going slow now. He's going maybe about 25 miles per hour this last little bit. He's kind of, you can tell he's not only watching the G3, he's also kind of keeping his eyes peeled to the sides. He's like, keep a lookout, all right? We don't want to get caught with our pants down. Down.
All right.
Do
Sure we'll
the
be okay.
do the cycles come down in front, behind, to the sides?
Mary has always been behind on the cycle, so she's maintaining her position.
Okay. What about Solus?
I imagine Solus, when we started to slow down and talk about it, pulled up beside of them. And if we want to approach slowly, then he'll pull in front of the Jeep.
Okay.
He's not afraid.
Gotcha. All right. So he pulls up kind of in front. Drake kind of pulls up in front too. Mary kind of stays off to the back. And finally you get very close. And you can see it's right there in front of you.
Apparently can't see because there's a big
I
black
can't
spot.
see.
Big black spot on the screen.
I can't see.
Big black spot on the screen.
Yeah, because of the way the lighting is
Yeah.
Mhm.
So you can see it, but you just can't see.
behind it.
You just can't see behind it. You just can't see inside of it. So
I don't know if I put myself right there, I can actually see inside of it
yeah,
because
you
the door is open. Apparently.
well, damn it, the
Yeah.
door is supposed to be closed. And you're not supposed to be up there yet anyway. You didn't tell me, hey, I'm driving up to the thing. You
It's actually
said,
2 copies of Mary.
oh yeah, hey, what are we doing there? Get rid of that one.
How do we get 2 copies? Oh, did you
Just-
put us on the screen?
Yeah.
Yeah,
we
you
did.
guys were already there. Everybody was already there. That's what
Oh,
I'm saying.
oh, I see.
You're,
I didn't realize that.
You
I
should
was
have
in-
been behind
No,
the
I was-
Jeep.
I was in really really close. Like I couldn't see us.
I see. You're always in really close, and you can never see.
I know. I'm terrible.
That's just
So Rumby's just like, I'm going over here. Fuck it.
So as we're approaching, does it look like there's a spot we could, like, is there a bike rack that I could like park in?
so you don't see anything out front, and damn it, what the hell are you doing? Stop moving your character.
Looking
You're
around.
in the damn Jeep.
I'm trying to fix my
The
character.
Jeep's gone.
Well,
What
the
the
Jeep is gone
God damn
now.
it, Jay.
I was trying to fix it.
I'm not. There's nothing to fix. You were in the Jeep. Ah. Hang on.
Not anymore. The Jeep is completely gone.
All right. Dang it. Damn it.
It was not my fault. 'Cause Dan moved his character, and then like,
I
and then
just
Why?
and my
I
character
didn't move.
started floating.
I didn't move my character. I put another character on screen.
all right. Here, hang
Oh
on.
God.
Let me see.
Man, like,
Bring
all
back
right,
the
it's
dragon.
forever now again.
Yeah, well, cause I'm trying to describe what you guys see, and then you're like, "Oh, let me just,"
Why didn't you describe it before you put it up on screen?
because I just wanted you guys to like see the visual as I'm describing it, so that I could. Um,
Yep.
We should
oh
have
my
saw it in the
goodness.
theater of
So
mind's eye.
so just
Yeah.
another example. If anybody thinks that we've got a script, we ain't got a
Yeah,
goddamn
definitely,
I don't think
definitely.
anyone thinks we have a
No,
script.
no,
Yeah.
no one in their right
Not a
mind would
soul.
ever, ever, ever think that we had any kind of a script of any type whatsoever.
Maybe
Uh,
like a script from a doctor, but
yeah, right. Oh my goodness. You know what? Okay. All right. That's too much. All right. Oh God.
Ah.
We're
While you're
broken,
figuring
guys.
that out, I'm gonna be right back. Actually.
Okay. All right. Hang on. You know what? Where's our little thing? I'm gonna put the little be back thing on just
We'll be right back.
just because it is like, if anybody wants to get a drink or anything right now, cause yeah,
I do
this
that during regular gameplay anyways.
thing got all goofed.
Harrison's probably playing video games or something.
I'm sure. Oh my goodness. You're definitely right. I should have just waited. I should not have gone to this map. It was a huge mistake to go to the map early before I really really needed to. Should have just kept it theater of the mind. I should have
Dude,
known better.
everyone would mess around. Like, look at the other,
You
look at
guys
the
you
current
guys
map.
can't behave yourself on the map. You've never have been able to.
Look at the current map. Come
I
on.
mean, that map is like not that important. This map is like I mean, it's important, but it's like
I
this
mean, I've
map
already,
is
Interactive.
seen all
it's
of it.
like a yeah, this one is like it's meant for potential action, so it's like you needed to chill until the action actually happened, but oh my goodness. All right. So now I gotta
It's funny when like Steve is like right now, like his face is really close to.
it's really close because I'm looking at this fucking map.
It's like his face is all up on the shit, like
It
ah,
it is.
leaned
It's
into the camera.
I'm like I gotta super lean in because you deleted like everything. Everything got
See, this shit needs to be like the stream live.
What's that?
This
Yes.
us being stupid, talking about shit.
What are you talking about?
Exactly.
Okay. Who?
Any content being live.
Yeah. Let's see.
Our best content is content that makes no sense.
None of our content makes any sense.
No.
No, it doesn't.
No, not not a single bit of our content makes one lick of sense, I don't think, to anyone.
Mhm.
Especially us. Let's see, who else is there? Oh, gosh, Semeth.
God,
My
fucked it
goodness.
up that bad.
Yeah.
Wow.
I thought he just
Like,
deleted the little Jeep
yeah, he
icon.
like literally like when he moved his guy, it like deleted the Jeep or like moved the Jeep off the screen, and then it like totally messed everything. Like every character, even
God.
even like the other stuff that I had on there.
Other NPCs inside.
Oh my
the place.
god, yes. Like it like totally messed everything up. So like I just
Man, Jay's the best beta tester we've ever had. He broke it within like a minute.
Yep.
He is. And I know my mistake. I realized what I did. There's a feature on Roll20. There's a feature on Roll20 that's like it groups things together. But the problem is that if you are grouped and like it's like you're grouped with something that you can't control, even if you are listed as being able to control it, for some reason it doesn't allow you. So even if you guys are listed as being able to control the Jeep, for some reason you can't move with it. So it's like I don't know what the hell the point of grouping things is if they don't move together, but
Mhm.
it's
Well,
a thing in
apparently they all-
Roll20 that doesn't.
Apparently they all moved together this last time.
But they didn't, so right, because Rumby moved independently and it just made the thing really big, which moved everything else off the screen and like totally like messed everything. That's basically what happened. It's super weird. It's a Roll20 quirk.
Roll20, definitely not a sponsor.
Yeah. Yeah, Roll20 it gives us
Definitely not a sponsor.
it definitely gives us some issues from
Why is it so fucking hot in my room?
from time to time. Oh, there's Marfin. Oh my goodness gracious me. Okay, who is that? Everybody.
I don't know. Is it?
Go back and check the stream before we fucked it up, Steve.
Right. I'm just looking. I think okay, so we got Mary. We got Solus, Drake. Yeah. All right. I think. All right. I think that's everybody. Why do I have two Zemeth? I don't need two Zemeth. All right. Okay. Yeah. All right. All right. So anyway, you are approaching the G3.
You going to bring us back?
Not yet. No. Oh wait. I do have to go back
Yeah,
to the
yeah, we're on
game
the-
screen.
we're-
Yeah. There we go. All right, now we're back there.
No, you don't get to see the Ganger anymore.
Yeah.
Lost
You
your
guys
privilege.
lost your Ganger privileges. You guys totally lost your Ganger privileges, you punks. All right. So, you are you done?
I didn't know that was coming through.
Yes, that's coming through.
Dude,
Obviously,
Not
it's
only-
coming
like,
through.
he
We're
was-
all in
I
Discord.
thought it only came through my speakers.
No.
No,
That obviously it's meant for Discord. It comes through for everybody. Trust me.
Yep. Everybody
just-
heard that.
I just discovered it, so.
Yeah. All right. Okay. So you've gotten to the G3. So Solus is kind of the one in the lead. Drake is just behind him, and the Jeep is just behind him.
Okay, then Solus will go ahead and if he rides up to the door of the G3 and he kind of looks around to the side and doesn't see anywhere people are generally parking their vehicles, then he's
So is he
just
gonna ride around to
yeah, he's
ride
gonna
around the back this way?
Well, I assume this is the front, like the
I mean the
entrance.
front. That's what I mean.
Yeah.
But is he gonna ride around to like this
Yeah,
side over here?
he's gonna ride up to the front and peek around the other side, which we can't see from this picture. And
Okay.
kind of like look to see if there's parking, and if not, he's gonna make his own parking and just park his motorbike up against the side.
So he goes to the side there, and he kind of looks around, and he sees that there are actually 4 bikes lined up, kind of the behind the 3, and then past them, so kind of on this side, just on like the other side, and then
Okay.
on the other side of this side, on the other side, you can see it looks like there are these like large like barrels and containers confined in this like big pen.
Okay.
But that's just
Maybe,
from kind of peering around.
maybe that's just supplies for the bar or the saloon, kegs of beer or something. So he's going to go around to the other side and park right next to the bikes that are already there.
Okay. Drake follows you back, and he's like, "Oh, all right, I guess this is where it is, huh?"
I guess so.
What about
All right.
Mary?
Yeah, Mary does the same thing.
Okay. You guys oh my goodness. He did that. Hang on. It even it even deleted. You guys actually had bikes on here. It even deleted your bikes.
Impressive. Jay is truly an element of disaster.
Yeah. So there's when you go back to park your bikes, basically there's the way that the bikes behind are parked, because the whole other side on this side is taken up by whatever that storage is. The 4 bikes that are there kind of go all the way to the end.
Oh, so there's no room?
So there's not really room
Um,
unless you
then
parked unless you parked your bikes behind that pen thing. Like really kind of far back.
Why can't we just park like right there?
yeah, I'm
on
gonna
this
just
side?
go to the other side where there's no bikes or
So
anything,
you're
and
just going
then
to park
park
your
on
bikes
that.
out front. You could.
Yeah.
Yeah. There's plenty of room for the bikes out front. So when you realize there's not room out back, you 3 park your bikes out front, and then Marfin kind of takes the Jeep, and he kind of parks it kind of next to you guys out front, kind of cat a corner, like right here. So he parks the Jeep right here, and your bikes are kind of right here in the front.
I'm surprised Solus just isn't taking his bike into the bar.
Just carrying it with me, or just
No,
riding
no,
it
just
in.
riding it on in.
I mean,
I
you
think even
could.
Solus knows socially that that's probably not a good idea. As
That would be a rumby.
it-
That would actually be a rumby move.
that would be a rumby move, probably.
Yeah, I mean, you know,
I mean, people
maybe.
don't, except for heroes, I guess. People usually don't take their horses inside a tavern. Judd's
That
just built different, you know.
yeah. Heroes is he's a whole nother thing
Yeah.
though. Of course.
But okay, so we'll park on the side where there's room, and I guess I'll go up to the front entrance, swing it on open.
All right. So you go over to the front and you swing the door open. And when you do that, you see just inside of the Ganger. And I guess I can. Ah, shit. Come on, roll 20. You're the best around. There we go. You get back to that. So you swing the door open, and you see there's a couple people inside. You see there appears to be a lizard man behind the bar over to the left, and you see some people sitting in a booth over to the right. It looks like a saloon.
By howdy. I'm gonna stroll right on in.
All right, you stroll right on in, and Drake goes in and he joins you, and he says, "Huh, hell of a job they did with this place, huh? Do think it's the real thing though." And he kind of like touches it. He's like touching the inside, like the wall.
Mm-hmm.
And the bartender looks over at Solus and says, "You need a drink, pal."
But of course, what have you got?
"Well,
Plop down, take a seat.
whiskey."
Sure. On the rocks, please.
On the
Lightweight.
rocks. "We ain't got no rocks here, bud."
Solus reaches into his pocket and, like, literally takes out a handful of rocks, like real rocks.
Mm-hmm.
He said, this will do. And puts him in a cup.
All right. Well then, he he pours the whiskey over the rocks in your glass, and he says, "You're an adventurer, huh?"
That
All,
be.
all adventurers pull out the rocks and drink their whiskey with rocks in their glasses.
The name's Solus. I'm not exactly from around here, but I heard this was a nice little attraction. And I thought I'd come check it out. I
Somebody
bet
in
you
the
don't see
bar's
the
got-
rocks thing very often. It's,
Somebody in the bar's got that "I am Solus" T-shirt.
Yeah, yeah.
Well then,
It's
that probably
it's
would make it
everywhere.
easier.
I do not. I do not. Drake sits down at the bar and he kind of like slaps the bar and like points at your drink. And as the lizard man bartender is pouring Drake's drink, he says, "Nice to meet you. My name is Jizz Whiskers."
Really.
"Yes."
Pleasure to meet you, Jizz.
Wait a minute. Jizz on the whiskers? What?
Jizz Whiskers.
Oh God.
JIZHWAISKERS. Jizz Whiskers. It's like a Star Wars name.
Yeah, it is.
Modern Disney Star Wars, of course, but you know. Actually, I
Yeah.
don't know. George Lucas had some pretty fucked up character names.
Hmm.
So does anyone else kind of make their? I guess everyone else makes their way up towards the bar. Does anybody else go in?
Yes. Guthix, the two of Solus and Drake, they went in, and he doesn't hear some kind of violent conflict. So probably safe to go in. So Solus is gonna waltz in behind him.
You hear Marfin say, waiting in the jeep."
Okay.
So Guthix comes in and he sees Drake and Solus. Uh, he sees them drinking at the bar. He sees a few other patrons in here. It does look like it. When you look inside, you can see that the construction is very very similar to Drake's Genger II. Obviously, it's a tavern or some kind of saloon now, but you can see it. You can see where everything is or was. The layout is roughly right. Uh, the thing that Solus and Drake kind of went straight to the bar. Guthix, when he walks in, the thing that he notices is over here in this booth. There's there's he thinks there's he doesn't can't hardly see the back. There's just the back of the one person, but he thinks that this lady here might be a Sin, just kind of just chilling. She doesn't look like not in his Sin uniform. She looks like she's in kind of local clothing, but she's just like chilling. Looks like having a drink in this booth
Cool.
with uh with another individual.
Guthix, he strolls in behind him. Oh wow! It looks like this may actually be the place. Let's see. Guthix is going to stroll up to the two patrons having drinking together, I presume, at this table.
Hmm.
And well, hello there. I hope I'm not interrupting anything. My name is Guthix, and I'm here with my friends to check, the land out, the illustrious world of Dart. Could I buy you two a drink?
Well, I'll never turn down a drink. Of course. Absolutely. Get us both a drink. We're both having whiskeys. Yes, we're both having whiskeys.
I'll
And
walk
then,
over and excuse me, barkeep. My name is Guthix. Could I get two
yes.
whiskeys here for? What were your names again?
Ah, my name is Gax. And I'm Piona.
Rumby wants to walk over to the bar. Excuse me.
Do you get anything for yourself?
I'm going to.
No, I mean, Guthix. Does he get anything for himself?
Uh, hmm. No, but I will light up an herb.
Ah, you light up an herb. So,
Yeah.
the barkeep looks at everybody and he says, "Are you together?"
Yes, we are traveling companions. We actually have a
Should I
few more,
start
I
a
believe,
tab for you?
that is probably amenable. Sure.
All right, great. Jeez, by the way, and he hands you your drinks.
Ew.
This is jizz.
And then he kind of shakes your hands and he says, "No, I'm Jizz." And then
Of course. A pleasure to
then
meet you, Jizz.
he slaps you on the shoulder, and then he goes over to Rumby and he's like, "Whiskey."
Dos Equis.
God.
We only got whiskey, pal.
Scotch.
Whatever you say. He just takes the same bottle that he's been pouring for everybody else, and he pours you a glass. You'll have to provide your own rocks.
Rumby's going to take a drink and be like, "That's a fine tequila."
It's not bad actually, but of course not tequila. Yeah, whatever spirit this happens to be, it's very strong and very brown, and well, that's really all that you need. So,
Rumby's probably only used to brown tequila.
yeah, he's only used to strong brown liquors anyway. So, yeah, it meets his approval. It's incredibly strong. Uh, what about Thwar?
Can I actually do just a quick little jog around the outside of the building? Just a nice
Sure.
perimeter inspection.
And also, what about Ren? Harro? Harro?
Hello, is there anybody there?
Hello, Harro? Is there anyone there?
His thing says he's chilling.
Yeah, that's just a status.
That's just the
It's
status.
just like a Discord thing. It doesn't really
Yeah.
mean anything.
What's up?
Hey, what is Ren doing?
He'll go in and get a drink as well.
Go in and get a drink.
Mm-hmm.
All right. So Ren, Gigi also join everyone else at the bar. Thwar, what's that?
When Mary went in,
Mm-hmm.
she actually did what I did, which is
Okay.
kind of
so,
walk around the whole.
so
She kind of inspected the whole bar from the
She-
inside.
Okay, so she went a little bit further back. She's kind of like looking around the bar. Thwar, is he just like headed back this way? Like this?
Did you move me? But yes,
Yeah,
back around and then doing a perimeter on the outside.
Okay. You make your way back around. You see there are some cycles. You can see that there's this pen back here with these like just giant barrels in it. And there's a smell. And it's the heavy smell that you've been getting from the Jeep and the cycles. There's like an acrid, like really strong smell coming from this area back here.
So would it be safe to assume this would be what they're using for fuel for the building?
You don't know if it's what they're using for fuel for the building, but it's definitely seems to be some type of fuel.
Or at least where they're storing fuel for people that come by.
Possibly fuel for vehicles. That's what you're kind of assuming, yeah.
Gotcha.
You kind of make your way pretty much all the way around the perimeter, all the way to the nose of the ship, and
does it look
yeah,
like everything's functional or would be operational if it were to fly? Like it's not
from the
broken?
outside, yes. I mean, as far as the armor of the ship is concerned, it's got weathering and stuff, and it does have scarring and things like that, but there doesn't look to be any breaches. It's in pretty good shape.
Who
I mean,
flew this arm?
from your eye. What's that?
Who piloted this one?
You believe the pilot's name was Fizz.
No. Who piloted this Genger?
Fizz.
You
Fizz.
believe the pilot's name was
Yeah, The
Fizz.
pilot of
Fizz.
the original Ganger 3 was Fizz. The
Oh, okay.
barkeep's name is Jizz.
That's right.
Common misunderstanding, I'm
What?
sure.
Oh my god.
I didn't even realize I did that.
Oh
No,
my
I don't believe
god.
that. That had to be
I
intentional.
didn't realize I did it. Because I came up with the Fizz name like a million years ago, but I came up with the Jizz name like, I don't know, whenever I did this, like months or whatever ago, and I didn't somehow. I don't know. Anyway, yes. So Fizz is the name of the guy, and he's a halfling.
Well, then it's appropriate that the bartender's name is Jizz.
Yeah. He's a halfling or Laputan, obviously,
Okay.
would be
Okay.
the galactic term. But yes, that is that would be who it is. So Mary's gonna look around. Is she gonna is she just gonna just wander
She's just
about a
kind
little
of
bit?
wander about, and she notices that there's a crack back here. She can kind of see a little bit back in whatever's back there.
So
Is that
that's curtains. So basically, she kind of walks back here. There's a guy. There's a guy
Yeah.
here, a lizard
Yeah,
man at this
I
table
saw that
here.
guy at the
Uh,
table, or who's on the steps?
Steps. That's not steps. That's just a table. He's just.
This guy?
If you can see,
okay.
he's
Oh,
just
I see.
covering the chair.
He was
His
he was
icon is
okay.
covering the chair that he's sitting in.
Yeah,
So
it literally looked like he was standing on steps.
these are curtains, and if Mary goes back to the curtains, the guy goes,
Mm-hmm.
"Wait,
Which guy?
this guy here."
Okay. Pardon?
You're not allowed back there.
Sorry, I wasn't trying to go. I was just getting the lay of the land. Can never be too careful, you know what I mean?
Come here, sister of the cloth.
Yeah, everybody knows what she is. She may. So she'll walk up and she'll walk up so that the table is between them.
Okay.
Okay.
Why are you here?
Well, I came to this planet for a visit. I heard about this place, and, well, my friends and I were curious.
You're
Who are you?
one of those groups.
Yes. My name is Mary. What is. Of, who, of who do I have the acquaintance of speaking with?
McFree.
Jizz and McFree.
Correct.
McFree, are you the proprietor of this establishment?
No. I guard here.
Ah. It looks like you would do a good job, I think. He's a big guy, I would assume.
He is a big guy. If you wanna hear on here, so you can get a little
My God, he's huge.
little bit of his
He's a very
icon
big guy.
here. Yeah, he's
He
giant.
He takes up the entire room.
Yeah, that way you can get a little picture of him here. But yes, that's McFree.
Wait, does he have like green hair?
Huh?
Does he have like a green mullet?
He might. Yes. Yes. Yes, he does. If that's a problem, I don't know what you know. He looks tough though, and he's got
Yeah.
guns, and he's like strapped with like,
Mhm.
he looks like a tough guy. He's got a bunch of weapons.
Okay.
Oh, I didn't see you back there. Hello, sir. Would you also like a drink?
Yes, McFree.
And another whiskey for McFree here, please.
McFree.
All right. So Guthix he gets the drinks and he gives one to McFree. He takes one over to the pair over here. Does he sit down with them?
Yeah, he does. Here you are. Let's see. It was Gax and Piona.
That's right.
I don't know if I said before, but my name is Guthix. My group here is visiting Dart. Are you two locals? Do you live on Dart?
Darn tootin'. I've lived here, well, most of my life. Yes.
Tell me about the land.
Well, I don't know that there's much to tell other than that, well, we're all stuck here together. What brings you here, Guthix? Are you going to visit your kin on the mountain? Or have you just come down here and play around for a week? One of those tours that people do?
Well, I suppose a bit of both. Uh, I do intend on visiting the Sharheen to the north. They sound interesting. As you may or may not be able to tell, I am a druid, so I take particular interest in the ecology and the lives of different, planets. Um, I also heard that there's a interesting rumor that this bar used to have a fanciful history, you could say. But yes, I'm here generally to learn and appreciate the culture.
Well, that's right. I've heard that this bar is, well, has an interesting history. And then the lizard man that she's with, Gax, he laughs kind of a hearty laugh.
Oh, do tell.
Well, wasn't it supposed to be some sort of legendary fighting ship? A piece of some sort of savior force? That's what I'm told anyway.
That would explain the very eclectic style of the establishment. Wonder if the barkeep knows.
The Gax kind of leans forward and he kind of studies Guthix.
Is he he's not Sin as well, is he? Is he human or
No, he's another lizard man. So there's him, a little bit bigger. He's kind of beakish. He's got like a beakish lizardy man face. And there's Piona for you.
Did we ever establish our? Because there's a lot of lizard men here. Is this a home planet for lizard men? Is this a is this a lizard home, or do we not know?
You don't know. Does Mary ask McFree?
Yes, Mary will actually ask McCree because we seem to have encountered many of his kind, so she's gonna strike up that conversation and just see if this is a what do we call what are the lizard race?
I've been calling them lizard folk.
Yeah, you call him lizard folk, and he kind of uh he kind of looks at you like he kind of looks at you weird, and and he corrects you. He says Zixel.
Zixel.
Ah, Zixel is the name.
Yeah. So
so is this
it's XIXIL. Zixel.
so
It's galactic
this
for lizard man.
is Dart a Zixel homeworld?
Indeed it is. I have
Ah.
been here since birth,
I see.
as have the others.
And have any Zixel, because we've encountered Zixel all over. Do some of you leave? By the means of which we got here?
That is knowledge beyond my reckoning, Mary. I have never been away from this home.
Ah, I see.
So
I come from a bit of a backwater planet too. I apologize for my earlier faux pas.
No
think
fancy.
nothing of it. It's okay. Are you having a drink?
Ah,
Because you've kind of been standing there.
Menacingly.
yes.
Yeah.
She'll sit down and have a drink with
He-
what's his
he-
name? What's his name?
McFree.
McFree. She'll sit down and have a drink with McFree.
He pulls this seat over here. He like stands up, pulls this seat, and like pulls it around to the other side, and like sits her down, and then he calls the Jizz. He says Jizz whiskey.
No, nobody wants that. Nobody.
See, because
that's-
that's what I was thinking when I named the character. I wasn't thinking about Fizz. I was thinking about people ordering from this guy.
Yeah.
Anyway,
Yeah.
yeah.
Also, you know, looking over and calling for Jizz.
hmm
That's just yeah.
Is.
Yeah, I mean that's what you got to do
Yeah.
sometimes.
Yeah. Mm-hmm. So
So,
Mary. So I'm not gonna get into the deep conversation, but
Mhm.
Mary, once she gets her drink, because she's interested, she's gonna ask. She's gonna try to get into a theological discussion and try to learn a little bit more about the culture and religion here.
Okay.
Yeah, that's what she's gonna do.
Okay. Go ahead and just out of curiosity, go ahead and roll a charisma check for Mary. Just getting in this deep conversation.
Oh
Okay.
yeah. Oh yeah.
All right.
Oh yeah.
All right. All right.
Mhm. Yeah. It's probably gonna be a good. It's gonna be a decent conversation, I think. And she's not. And if he asks questions, she's going to. Yeah.
In fact, you start to really engage McFree.
Mm-hmm.
Like he gets to the point where at one point he's explaining something to you and he gets excited and he grabs your hands.
Okay. Okay. All right. Yeah.
So you're like getting in and he's like drinking his whiskey and he's kind of getting into this conversation with you. What about Guthix? What's Guthix gonna speak to Piona and this lizard man, shoot,
Gax.
what is his name? Gax, yeah.
Jax. I heard my colleague here claims to have spotted dragon on the way here, and well, my home planet does not have dragon, and I think that is very exciting. Do you guys know anything about them?
Well, they're certainly beautiful, and they're really only dangerous if you bother them. As long as you stay down here, you're fine. You go up onto the mountain, especially at certain altitudes, well, you may be considered to have encroached on their territory, and then you may not be fine.
Will that be a problem when I visit the Sharahin colony? Don't they live in the mountains?
You mean the Sharl? Yes,
Charl, my
they they live in the mountains, of course. I believe the local Sharl have a good relationship with the dragons. However, both are prickly with others. If you're planning on taking your entire crew, and she kind of looks around at your whole, eclectic gaggle of party members, she says, you may run into some problems. Yeah, problems.
Hmm. Well, that's unfortunate to hear, but I'm sure we will address them as we come across them.
Those damn elves are xenophobic.
Yes, unfortunate.
No
I take it that
offense.
no, none taken. It's a tad different than from back on my homeworld, but I take it that you have not had good interactions with them in the past.
They keep to themselves and expect others to do so as well.
Huh. Well, with our group of individuals, that may be problematic for us, but we'll try to keep on our best behavior. Another round.
Certainly. So, did the war come in?
Yeah, at this point, I would walk to the bar.
Okay. The war enters. Is anyone else doing anything in the bar? Gigi's just kind of sitting having a drink. Is Rumby doing anything, or is he just kind of hanging out, sitting having a drink?
Rumby's going to like drink and then dance to himself in the corner.
Oh God.
Want to do like slow dancing and stuff like he's with someone, and you know, kind of like make love to himself slow, like
Okay.
No.
Okay.
he's don't act
Uh,
like he's going to do it in a way that like someone's there.
Rumby is just completely being a weirdo again,
Nothing unusual.
Mm-hmm.
and you everybody's kind of having their conversations. Mary is talking excitedly with McFree about religion and faith. Uh, it seems like the Zixel uh, religion it's very tribal, but it's very interesting. It kind
Mm-hmm.
of reminds you a little bit of your old pal Nectosha's religion in a way.
Okay.
And yeah, it's been a
Okay.
while since you thought about Nectosha, but but it comes to mind when talking to McFree, so that you have a little bit of a point of reference. It seems like there's a little bit of a similar culture from the waste to this planet, you know, in a sense. So that's very interesting. Uh, Guthix has been talking to Piona and Gax about dragons and just the locations, and they're trying to, you know, kind of fill him in, but they seem to be very vague about everything. Um, of course, Jizz is serving drinks all around,
Is
and
is he pretty? Is he a pretty messy bartender?
nah, he's clean. Nah, he's clean. He's got a
he.
rag.
Oh, he does.
Yeah.
Okay.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Like you haven't
Yeah.
heard of Jizz's rag?
Yeah, you didn't even heard of his jizz. Yeah, it just has a rag. He's got his jizz rag. Of
Does
course.
it look like a sock?
Nah.
No, he's classier than that.
Nah. But it is hard, you know, like stiff.
Okay. Yeah.
So
Mm-hmm.
anyway, so
Yeah.
finally Drake kind of gets up, and he takes his second drink, and he kind of walks back, and he kind of walks back past Mary. Mary notices that he kind of walks back to this thing, and you see it's the thing that sticks out, because it's like this like big metal box, and it's like all like locked up and stuff. But you kind of know from Drake's ship that this is the pilot seat. Like this is where the pilot seat is supposed to be. So
Mhm.
he's kind of like walking around it, and he's like he like turns to Mary and McFree, and he says, "I hate to interrupt your conversation. Seems like you're having a good time." And he kind of winks at Mary, kind of gives her a little like nudge on the shoulder, and he like nods toward the guy. Not, not at all, not at all subtly.
No. Yeah.
In his normal way, and then he says, "Anyway, how did this thing get down here? It's important to me." And McFree kind of looks over, and he goes, "You're him." "We've been waiting for you." And he stands up, and he looks at Mary, and he's like, "Are you with him?"
I am.
He kind of walks around, and he looks over, and he's like, "Are all of you with him?"
Who, Drake? Yeah. He's been traveling with us for a bit now. Do you know him?
"I do not, but Mr. Tungsten, wait here." And you see McFree kind of walks
Goes in.
back. He like slips behind the curtain.
He brings back Driz. Driz, Jizz, Fizz. Liz.
Liz. He walks behind the curtain, and he's like,
Be prepared.
he's back there for a minute. Does Mary say that to Drake?
Like really softly in his ear.
Okay. So Drake kind of he steps back like next to Mary. Does she stay seated, or does she stand?
She stands.
Okay.
She stands up.
Okay. So she stands
She
up.
actually, yeah, when he as soon as he as soon as he says, "Mr. Tungsten, wait here," and walks through that curtain, she stood up and just like, get ready.
What about everybody else? Is anybody else even paying attention?
Yeah, of course. Solus, he's been paying attention to everything. Just
Okay.
kind of just at the bar having his drink.
Yeah.
Whatever you
Guthix
want.
is not seated to face in that direction, but he's been like eavesdropping on it and kind of
Okay.
hears that something might be going down soon.
Rumby's acting like he's paying attention.
But he's not really. He's still
He-
thinking about dancing with himself.
He's thinking about paying attention, but when
He's
he's every so often, like he'll look over like he's paying attention and then give him like
Oh yeah,
the
yeah.
eyes
Mhm.
and pull out his gun. He'll pull out his 6-shooter or his revolvers, give him a kiss, and they'll put him away, and he'll continue
Got it.
dancing.
Okay. What about Thawar? What is Thawar doing?
Yeah, if I catch this, I would maybe just keep an eye on it, but stick by the door and make sure no one is coming in.
All right. So everybody's kind of paying attention, kind of like looking back to check things out, and Drake and Mary are kind of standing still with bated breath, and then finally McFree opens the curtains, and shit, and you see back in the back, you see a figure sat in what looks like a wheelchair, and Drake kind of runs forward and he says, "Fizz," and you hear, "Hey, Drakey, good to see you, mate." And Drake runs around this big table and and embraces his friend that he hasn't seen in quite a while. Uh, Mary's looking at the situation here, and Fizz doesn't look in good shape. In the show, he was fit and like ready to go, and now he now he looks like that.
But he's still that same age, pretty close to Drake, right?
Yeah, he's still, well, I mean, you're not really sure how old Fizz was, and he's a halfling, he's a Labutan, so the age is, you know, um you're not really sure, but he was youngish. I mean, he still should be young, but he looks in bad shape. His hair is kind of like grayed. He does look prematurely aged. Um and clearly in some kind of a wheelchair, and he's really messed up looking.
Okay. I do have that.
Guys, everybody, it's Fizz. He's alive. We found him. Oh, buddy, I'm so glad you're alive. Me too, Drakey. I'm glad you're alive too, buddy. Who are all these people?
I'll excuse myself from the table and Guthix from the bar and go on back and meet them.
Just
As,
because.
as Guthix is standing up from the table, he hears Piona kind of say quietly, "The show begins."
Okay, so just because.
Ah,
She'll
so you're
she'll walk up. She'll walk up and yeah. Mm-hmm. She'll walk as close as she needs to get. Yeah.
yeah. You're detecting mostly neutralness from Fizz. To be honest, you're not detecting evil. To put it that way.
Okay.
You're definitely
All right.
not detecting evil. Mostly neutralness. Fizz is pretty neutral guy.
Does that seem to align with what his character was in the show?
Probably.
Okay. All right. All right.
Yeah. Fizz was he definitely leaned to being somewhat of a chaotic neutral sort of a character. Even though he was
Okay.
a hero, he was the most reckless and kind of crazy. And he would do things even beyond what Drake would do
Okay. Okay.
in kind of craziness. So
So when
yeah.
Solus walks back and sees Fizz, he's like, "Oh, oh my goodness, you're him."
Yeah, Solus is having a jizz moment right now.
Yeah.
Yeah, he is. Oh, Fizz,
Oh,
sir. My name is Solus. I've been traveling with Drake here, and oh, I'm such a big fan. I loved what you did in the past. You're amazing.
Fizz looks over at Drake and he's like, "The show? The show. Right. Ah, that's great, mate. Oh, you look like a strong one, too." He is. We're partners. He's on my team now. Our team. All right. Well, I'm Fizz.
Everybody goes, "Go Lion!"
Mr. Fizz, you don't look so good.
Mr. Fizz.
yeah, Fizz, what,
That's literally what they should be serving behind the bar.
Yeah,
is
Mr. Fizz.
Fizz.
Mr. Fizz.
Yeah, what happened, Fizz? Oh, it's a long story, Drakey, but, you know, we was out cleaning up things and, I got Petrie's. I came down with Petrie's disease. I had to go
Oh
back
my
early.
God.
I had to go back early, remember, to Auron. You guys were still cleaning up the mess. Well, I went back because we didn't have the healing to do it. And, Drakey, I got healed, but things on Auron, I could tell they was all messed up. I didn't know where the king was. I didn't know where Rube was. Drakey, it was a mess. I knew something wasn't right. So I did the only thing that I know how to do. I stole the ship. And he like pats the Genger III, like he pats it. And he's like, I took her back. I knew I'd have to. Something was going on. And then I got word of everything that had happened. I tried to warn you, but all communications was jammed. Sin, they was everywhere. They took over the whole Auron, like, in a flash. A Rube, fucking traitor. Anyway, I tried to lay low. I tried to find you. I tried to find Guy. Guy's alright. He's with us. Here? Not here, but with us. Oh, good. Anyway, after about a year of running around, hiding, I couldn't take it anymore, and I remembered this spot, Planet of Exile. Nothing gets off. That's where
Except
I'm fucking
Fizz. Except Jizz.
Yeah, that's where I'm fucking going. I figure if I crash the Gengar here, nobody will be able to get it. But if we can find Doc Brown and Vic and Doc Brown, they'll be able to get it off the planet. Won't they, Drake?
Here's the flux capacitor.
Yeah. We haven't found Dr. Brown yet. Or Victor. But we're looking. For sure. Yeah, found him. Shit. It's gonna be old. I'm a cripple now, Drakey. I can't do much, and I don't know that I've got long for the world. They cured me of that Petrie's, but I think it's back.
You know, tomorrow, if it's amenable, I might be able to help that.
What do you mean?
Well, she doesn't even need to. She's got her holy symbol out. If he could see it.
You're awful young, lass. You think you got the juice to cure what's in me?
I can at the very least try.
Well, I'd be appreciative of that. I'd be damn appreciative of that. And another thing, and as soon as he says that, you hear from outside. And you like McFree like stands up and he's like, Mr. Fizz. And he like runs, he pulls out his guns and he runs out to the door and like all the lizard men like stand up and next time on Up and Away, Volume 3, who is outside? Is there a battle coming? Of course there is. Should that battle have happened during this session? Yes, it should have, but the whole thing got kind of screwed up, so I basically just stalled because I knew we wouldn't have time for the encounter. But next time, we will have time for the encounter. Unfortunately, not actual next time, because truly actual next time will be with the other party because Dan will be moving finally into his new home.
Yes,
Congratulations. And
Thank
so
you.
Man.
so the actual next time we'll be back with Sid and Timmy and Kegel and Chud aboard the Destiny with their new crafting bay and off into the nebula to find the planet Info.
Mm-hmm.
Exciting stuff.
Yeah. Yeah. That it definitely we were. I was hoping to get that encounter out this time, but
It's all right.
yeah. My fault. I introduced the battle map too soon, and used that stupid group feature. If you are using Roll20 out there, anybody out there using Roll20, if you if there's a way to properly use that feature, let us know in the comments because it doesn't seem to work for me. Maybe I'm just I don't know. Maybe I'm just doing it wrong, but it totally goofed us today. So
That's okay because it actually made it better because we ended on that cliffhanger.
true,
So
true. You got to kind of see inside the G3 for a little bit, but yeah,
we got
it
we
was
got we got some more backstory though. I mean, which
you
is
got a
actually
little
kind
bit
of
more
good.
backstory. I didn't intend to do any kind of exposition until after, because what I was gonna have happen initially, I was gonna have you go into the bar and like not long after you went, like you get in there and kind of start ordering drinks and start talking, and then. And then there's like an attack outside, and then we get right into it, and then you have to deal with that, and you still don't know that Fizz is there, maybe, and like maybe he gets revealed during the attack. I didn't know how it was gonna play out, but after the goof with the battle map, I figured, well, we'll just I'll 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 keep it for the cliffhanger, and we'll do a little role play exposition so that you can you know
Yeah,
juice it up for next time.
I
You
think it
mean
went
jizz it up for next
perfectly
time?
fine.
We're gonna
Exactly.
jizz it up for next time. It's
100%. 100%. uh yes. Yeah. So anyway, what do you guys think?
Good session.
Yeah, yeah.
Mhm.
I thought these people would be a lot more hostile, but if anything, they're like more secretive.
Yeah. These people are more secretive, and it was a little bit of a a little bit of a red herring where you thought, oh, we're gonna have to fight the people at the bar. No, you're gonna have to fight with the people at the bar
I like it.
against against something else, something more sinister. No, so. Yeah. So hopefully after next week we can roll back and get into that. Did you guys
I
all
should.
see my mega dungeon opening?
I did.
I
I
did.
liked it.
Yeah.
Mhm.
It
Yeah.
was a little auto-tuney, but then I realized it was like a song, so
It's AI, so it's
yeah.
all of the AI songs do sound a little auto-tuney because it's like
It
that's
is.
they're
Yeah.
pitch adjusting or whatever, so it just kind of does, but you know, I thought it was I thought it was fun. I thought it was
It
neat. So
was.
the next time that we don't have everybody together, uh, Mega Dungeon is the second season of Level Up Live, which is going to be so that's your characters: Chuck Testa, Guido Sarducci, John Jacob Jingleheimer Schmidt II, and of course Buster Cherry, Craven Moorhead, and Cappy. Those are those characters.
Buster Cherry.
Buster
Oh,
Cherry, he's a dwarf. He was Cameron's new character while John was, you know, falling.
Smash his cock should be the next name.
Yeah, well we have Tippy Calelf, who
Gal-El.
is yeah, Calelf. He's available for possible use. Uh the way that I'm gonna do Mega Dungeon though is essentially I'm gonna have it so that it's a great big dungeon, but in the old style dungeons, the way that they used to do them is there used to be like chutes into like lower levels and stuff. So I'm gonna make it so that it's easy to kind of get people in and out, so that we can just do in and out dungeon crawls. And there is a town, but because we kind of go through this one quick, and the main reason, the main kind of focus of play is dungeon crawls, the town will be in this keep in like the first part of the dungeon, but it'll basically be like a video game town where it's like anytime you go to town, we're not going to really like do too much in town. It'll be just be like a series of shops and locations that you can kind of go to and be like, oh, I'm going to sell this thing or buy this thing or cash in these
What the fuck is that?
gems.
Oh, Buster Cherry's fucking rich, by the way. I just
Yeah,
realized.
exactly.
yeah.
So
That was Jizz actually.
Is that
that's
right?
that's Jay with a fart filter is what that is, in fact. I think. But yeah, so I'm excited about Mega Dungeon. The other thing that I'm planning on doing with Mega Dungeon, I think
Is
I'm gonna
Hall and
draw
Oates is Hall and Oates and all those guys gonna show up in Mega Dungeon because that's where they ended up?
Hall and Oates.
Hall and Oates.
Yeah, they were at the they were at the they were at the restaurant.
Charbies. Yeah,
They were
possibly.
they were at Charby's and they went into the
Charbies.
darkness. They went into the darkness and
I don't know
they
if
ended up in the
Gertrude's
Mega
gonna
Dungeon.
survive very long in the Mega Dungeon. I'll be
No,
honest.
come on. Gertrude's gonna
90,
be the
can't hear,
Ger-
can't see.
Gertrude is going to be the beast in the Mega Dungeon.
Smokes. Just only cares about her smokes. No, so that should be fun. No, but what I'm excited about is I'm planning on hand drawing the dungeons and then scanning them in. So like everything's gonna be hand drawn.
Oh, that's cool.
So
You're not gonna you're not gonna AI this one.
no, no, no. I'm gonna go old school. I'm gonna like
He's been waiting to do this for a while.
yeah. I'm still gonna have you make your own maps, and in fact, you may even get paid for your maps now because you guys like make maps anyway, but in the mega dungeon, it's like if you like clear and map an
Ah.
area, that's like a big deal. So you might even like get something from it, or you might even be able to like clear an area and claim that area as like your own
Ah,
base. Yeah, because here's
interesting.
the thing, your characters
We are
from that
we are that yeah, we are like almost level 8 or something like that
your
at this point,
characters
aren't
from
we?
that game are getting close to name level, which means like they'll be able to attract like followers and stuff. So there's a like potential to like, have like a little base with some like hirelings and some followers that can like go out in the dungeon with you or whatever. So I want to do it like really, really old school. So I think it'll be fun.
It does sound
Mhm.
fun.
Yeah.
Look
Are we
forward- yeah.
streaming?
Yeah, we're still streaming.
Oh, okay.
We're getting ready to end up right here, which we should probably do because it's 10:35. So if you're still watching, thanks for watching. We're the Dicks in the Dark. This has been our Dungeons and Dragons game. It's been a little crazy, but that's how Dungeons and Dragons games actually are. If you watch a real Dungeons and Dragons game and not some
Mhm.
weird scripted thing with a bunch of actors. Anyway, if you like this kind of content, smash like, subscribe, all that jazz, and we will see you again.